Have you ever felt like your brain is just a leaky sieve? You stay up all night trying to cram verses into your head, only to wake up for Fajr and realize literally everything evaporated? Well, don't panic, you are definitely not alone. Today, we're going to scientifically hack your brain, halal style of course, and transform it from that leaky sieve into an unbreakable, ironclad vault for the Quran. Get ready, because we are about to completely change how you think about Hifz forever.
Let's be completely honest with ourselves. We've all experienced this hilarious yet totally frustrating tragedy. You try to force-feed your brain a whole page, stuffing it in there like you're cramming a month's worth of clothes into a tiny carry-on suitcase, violently pulling the zipper shut. And then what happens? You wake up, and it's like your brain literally unzipped the bag and threw all those verses right out the window while you were sleeping, like the verses just grew legs and walked away. But here's the good news. Your brain isn't broken. You're just kind of using the wrong instruction manual.
Section 1, the memorization dilemma. Basically, why exactly do we keep forgetting? Let's get into it.
Look, the problem isn't that you have a bad memory, and it's certainly not a lack of faith. The reality is you're just fighting the natural biological limits of human neuroscience. Our brains aren't hard drives where we can just drag and drop files to keep forever. In fact, if you rely on rote cramming, blindly and passively reading massive chunks over and over again, you are literally pouring water into a bucket with a massive hole at the bottom. You work so hard, you're exhausted, but the bucket stays empty. On the flip side, what we call smart science uses spaced repetition, tiny chunks, and deep understanding to actually weld that hole shut for good.
Section 2, memory secrets. This is where science steps in to save the day.
Okay, the very first, most powerful hack here is active recall. This means you actually force your brain to pull the information out without looking at the mushaf. And yeah, I know, it's super annoying, you're going to stutter, you'll make mistakes, there will be long, awkward silences, and you might even feel a little silly. But here is the secret. Those mistakes are exactly where the magic happens. Think of your brain like it's at the gym, lifting heavy weights. That stuttering, that is literally the sound of your brain building its neural muscles. Every single time you agonize over remembering that next word, you are forging unbreakable neural pathways.
And if we look at the data on what top Hifz students do, visual memory is great, sure, but semantic memory, which is just a fancy way of saying understanding the meaning, absolutely crushes it, coming in at almost 33%. So, what does this actually mean for you? Simply put, if your brain doesn't understand the meaning of the words you're reciting, it treats them like alien sounds, and it'll just instantly delete them to save space. Understanding is the anchor that stops your Hifz ship from drifting into the sea of forgetfulness.
All right, mid-episode shocker. Listen to me very carefully. Have you ever memorized a surah, had it completely evaporate, and thought, okay, next time I'm just going to repeat this verse 100 times so I never forget it? Stop right there. Scientifically speaking, repeating the exact same verse 100 times in one sitting is absolutely the worst way to memorize. It causes something called overlearning fatigue. Your brain gets so incredibly bored and numb that it literally just shuts off and refuses to process anything else.
Section 3, number techniques. Let's look at the famous 3x3 method and its variations.
So how do we avoid burning out our brands? Well, we borrow the secret playbooks from the top Quran academies in the world. They use these highly optimized numerical frameworks that actually respect our short-term memory limits. Depending on your goal, one of these three is going to be your golden key. We've got the 3 to 10 method if you need absolute pinpoint accuracy and heavy anchoring. Then there's the 6-4-4-6 method, which is this perfect balance of visual memory and active recall. And finally, everyone's favorite for building incredibly smooth fluency, the 3x3 method.
Let's actually decode this 3x3 method because it is pure genius. It's basically the ultimate cheat code. Human short-term memory can only hold about 7 items at once, max. This method brilliantly respects that limit. First, you just read 3 verses a few times as a warm-up. Then you recite the first verse from memory exactly 3 times. Then the second verse, 3 times. Then the third verse, 3 times. And here comes the secret sauce. You connect all 3 verses together and recite them as one seamless block 3 times. You see? You're feeding your brain in bite-sized pieces so it never chokes on the data.
Section 4, the revision system. We're talking sabak, door, and your historical review.
Look, memorizing new verses is just the flashy part you brag about to your family at the dinner table, but the real, quiet, behind-the-scenes work of a master Hafiz, that happens in the revision cycle. Think of your memorization like your kids. You've got 3 types. First is sabak, your brand new daily lesson. That's like a newborn baby that needs constant, immediate attention. Next is sabak para, your recent revision. Think of that as a toddler who just started walking, so you gotta watch them daily so they don't fall. And finally, dhor, the cyclical long-term review. That's the oldest child. You can't just ignore them because they're older. If you don't balance caring for all three, your earliest memorization will completely vanish.
And this is exactly where we fall into the biggest trap. Relying on willpower to remember what you need to revise is a massive lie. If you expect your brain to randomly remember, oh, hey, I should revise just 1 today, while you're currently sweating over memorizing just 15, your brain is going to laugh right in your face. Memory tricks us. Focusing only on new pages and ignoring your door cycle will create massive craters in your Hifz. You absolutely have to track it physically. Use an app, use a spreadsheet, use an old notebook. I don't care, just track it and do not trust your bare willpower.
Section 5, Hifz for the busy. And for new Muslims. How do we adapt this for the real world?
Not everyone is a full-time student, right? What about exhausted office workers or tired moms and dads? Well, here is the golden rule that's going to help you sleep at night. Consistency absolutely destroys intensity. A rock-solid, sustainable plan of just 15 minutes a day to memorize half a page will get you so much further than those frantic marathon weekend cramming sessions that just leave you burnt out by Tuesday. A constant drip of water cuts through stone, but a massive splash just dries up in the sun.
And for our revert brothers and sisters, or those who don't speak Arabic natively, you actually have a superpower here. By diving deep into the English tafsir and understanding the meanings, you build powerful emotional connections. That emotional bond with the meaning, combined with soaking up the auditory rhythm from expert qaris, totally bypasses the language barrier and makes those foreign Arabic words stick like glue. So take your time, master the alphabet, focus on your tajweed, and let the meaning sink into your heart before it even hits your brain.
Ultimately, all this mind-blowing modern science, spaced repetition, active recall, cognitive load theory, it's all just standing there in awe, because it literally just discovered what the prophetic Sunnah has been doing for over 1,400 years. The Prophet, peace be upon him, received the Quran gradually, with spaces between revelations. He connected deeply with the spiritual meaning, and he had an intensive revision session with the angel Jibreel every single Ramadan. The perfect, scientifically backed blueprint for Hifz was right in front of us the entire time.
But amid all these high-tech hacks, apps, and methods, we absolutely cannot forget the core theological truth. True memorization is a divine gift, tawfiq from Allah. The Quran is light, and that light doesn't enter a heart that's closed off or relying entirely on its own cleverness. So anchor your daily habits with this beautiful prophetic dua. Ask the Creator to protect your memory, to remind you of what you forget, and to make the Quran the spring of your heart.
And now for the final hook, the biggest plot twist of all. What if I told you the ultimate secret to perfect Hifz, the most crucial step, requires you to literally do nothing? Yes, absolutely nothing. The secret is sleep. Deep sleep is the magical window where the brain permanently locks in new information and transitions it to long-term memory. Sacrificing your rest to stay up and study more is actually destroying the hard work you just did. So, review your verses, go to bed, let your brain do the heavy lifting while you snore, and wake up a true Hifz hacker. The science is clear, the Sunnah is clear, the only question left is, are you ready to completely change how you memorize starting tomorrow?